I am getting ready to speak briefly with Israel Schreiber. He is the president and CEO of Itamar Medical Limited. Thank you for joining me this hour. I appreciate it. Israel, I wanted to talk a little bit about your background. You mentioned that you both have a mechanical engineering and MBA background.
Right, both from the Technion in Israel, which is called the MIT of Israel,
Or as we say here, the MIT is the Technion of the United States.
Oh, very good. Sounds right to me.
Before you came to Itamar Medical Limited, what is your background?
Yeah, I spent many years with biomedical companies. The biggest one was Elsint. They develop CT scanners, nuclear medicine, cameras, MRIs, and was sold in parts, by the way, to both Philips and GE. And then I was offered to get to a new team, develop a new. The team discovered a new signal in medicine, and then we had to take it into practical world and develop a sensing technology based on this finger biosensors. That's why we're saying that you get medical information in your fingertip.
I understand that your technology, at least this fingertip application, is endothelially based. That is the endothelial lining of the blood vessels.
We have basically two products. One is assessing endothelial function. We have the only FDA-cleared device for assessing endothelial function non-invasively from your finger and very reliably. We have another product which is called the WatchPad 100, and that's for detection of sleep apnea. Again, based on your finger. So the patient sleeps with a wrist-worn device that's put here on your wrist, and in the morning you analyze the data which is stored in compact flash, and you get all the sleep structure information, how many apneic events he had, the snoring, body positioning, and so on. The second product is a cardiology product, which is called the EndoPad, and that's for assessing endothelial function, as I said. As you know, 50% of patients who are admitted to the ER with a cardiac event don't really have any conventional risk factors. So there is a missing link here, and we believe that the missing link is endothelial dysfunction. Now, endothelial dysfunction is a precursor of atherosclerosis, and if detected on time, can be treated and reversed. So this is really the importance of detection of endothelial function, non-invasively.
So you're seeing peripheral atherosclerosis, and you're actually identifying that at the fingertip?
Yeah, we are identifying endothelial function, which is a precursor of atherosclerosis. Done, by the way, 20 or 30 years before you get your cardiac event.
Wow. How does the technology work?
We apply what they call an FMD procedure, where we put a blood pressure cuff on your upper arm and block the blood flow to the finger for 5 minutes. And we analyze the signal that we get. We call the signal a PAT signal, peripheral arterial tone. We analyze the signal before and after the occlusion. And by looking at the signal, we can derive the status of the endothelium.
Currently you have two products, and this is your first cardiological product. Do you have products in the pipeline that you can share anything about?
We have many ideas for new products. We are still a small company, so we need to focus. The cardiology world is huge, and there are many more applications that can be developed based on the finger probe.
Out of curiosity, what is the adoption of this technology so far?
We have around 300 units installed around the world in 40 different countries. Many research centers and pharma companies are using this technology today, and we are about to bring it to the clinical world.
Currently it's in trials?
No, actually it's still in research, but there are a few sites that have started to use it clinically.
And what is the take from the FDA? Have you received approval from them?
Oh, sure. I mean, both our products are FDA cleared and CE marked. So we have all the clean bill of right to distribute those.
Does this represent a unique patent or a set of patents?
Oh, yeah. The technology is well patented. We have very broad IP coverage. And basically the first claim in the first patent really says no matter where, how you measure the path signal, we own it, so to speak. So we are very proud of that.
What's next?
Next is, first of all, to continue and develop new applications and to take this technology to the clinical world.
You mentioned that you work some with the Technion and your organization. What is that relationship?
We have a very close relationship with many research centers and universities around the world. Just mention a few: Mayo Clinic, Harvard, and Yale, and many others. We are part of a huge multi-center study in Europe and the US. We are part of the Framingham Heart Study, Jacksonville Study, Cora Study, and some more.
Israel Schreiber, thank you so very much for joining me this hour. I very much enjoyed talking to you, and I hope that we're able to talk a little bit more in the future about your technology. You are watching In Time TV's On the Edge. I'm Dr. Jonas Moses. Stay with us.